Hi, this is Dr. Christopher Burton, and I'm here to help you understand the business of medicine. We're going through the 21 irrefutable laws of leadership, and today we're going to close the video series with the law of legacy. In this final chapter, John says, a leader's lasting value is measured by succession. In other words, it's what you leave behind when you go that matters most. That can be at the end of your career, the end of your life, or just at the end of your current job or position. He goes on to say that too often leaders put their energy into organizations, buildings, systems, or other lifeless objects, but only people live on after we are gone. Everything else is temporary. Would you agree? In my position as a consultant to medical practices and healthcare organizations, I often encourage these people to create systems that will make things easier for them now and for those who come after. I'm a big fan of systems. I've served on multiple roles in organized medicine as well. So I'm a strong believer in creating legacy through organizations. But while those things are important and can leave a significant impact, John is right that the most important and most valuable thing you leave behind is the people. Those successors are the ones who will carry on the vision and make sure the organization keeps the right culture you instilled, or that the systems you put in place are implemented effectively. What is the legacy you want to leave behind? Have you ever thought about it? Most people simply accept their lives. They don't lead them. Your life is your book. This is the autobiography others will be reading about for years to come. What are you writing? Are you intentional about each chapter and each page? Or are you simply on cruise control, drifting along without giving it much thought? If you want to leave a legacy of influence, if you want to leave something of lasting value, then maybe it's time to start outlining your book. Start by asking yourself some probing questions. If you were to leave right now, what would be your legacy? As you answer that question, think about the answer. Are you happy with what would be written down? Have you been adding value to people regularly? That leads me to the second question. Who will carry on your legacy? There can be multiple answers to this question, and I encourage you to explore each. In fact, let me give you some examples from my own life. When I answer this question, I start personally with those at home, and if you're a parent, you know where I'm going with this. Your children are your greatest legacy. The influence you have with them and the value you can add throughout their lifetime is immense. Unfortunately, I've seen too many people, both currently and throughout history, have a tremendous impact on the world around them only to neglect the development of their own children. When writing your story of legacy, that should be your first priority. Second, I look at my career. Were the people I've worked with better off for my having been there? Did I lead them in such a way that they have grown and developed into leaders in their own right? If I can train them so well that they don't even need me anymore to get the job done, then that's a legacy that can be measured by succession. Another aspect I consider is organized medicine. When I took on the role of chair for the Young Physicians section of the Florida Medical Association, things were pretty bleak. In fact, they were actually thinking of closing down the section altogether. Now, I could have just filled the role for a few years and used the title to pad my resume, but what would happen after I left? It would be in the same condition. I want to leave a legacy of adding value to my fellow physicians, especially those young physicians just starting out in their careers. I encourage them to get involved and run for positions within the organized medicine, because let's face it, I can't qualify as a young physician forever. I need to teach and develop successors who will come after me and do even greater things than what I have done. Lastly, I look at what I'm doing to help physicians understand the business of medicine. Do the books I write help young physicians manage their money better? Do the workshops I give for practices help their teams communicate more effectively? Does the coaching I do for individual physicians or in my small groups add value to them personally and professionally? The feedback I get from these people and from you who are watching this video series lets me know that I'm leaving a legacy that adds value to my fellow physicians, the healthcare community as a whole, and to those we serve. My family, my friends, and my colleagues are my legacy, and they multiply my influence by adding even more value to everyone they contact. So who is your legacy? Go ahead and write down the questions and come back to them later if you have to, but take time to get intentional about the legacy you will leave. What will that legacy look like in 5 years, 10 years, or 30 years? Are you willing to make changes now to ensure that your legacy will be one that you are proud of? Remember, you're the author of your story, so how it ends is up to you. What changes must you make in your actions and thinking today to change your current legacy to the legacy you want to leave? Only by changing the way you live today can you change the legacy you will leave tomorrow. There you are, all 21 irrefutable laws of leadership. Congratulations on improving your leadership ability and lifting your leadership lid. But don't stop there. Let this be the beginning of your leadership journey. If I can help you along the way, then great. Visit physiciancoach.guru/products-services and check out the opportunities you have for continuing your growth through ebooks, workshops, mastermind groups, or one-on-one coaching. Don't hesitate to send me an email at info@physiciancoach.guru if you have any questions or if I can help you further. This is Dr. Christopher Burton, and I'm here to help you reach your goals, to be a more effective leader, and of course, to understand the business of medicine.